My name is Brett Plummer. I'm the Managing Director of South East Queensland Hauliers here at Hemmington, Queensland. We run a largely transport fleet devoted to servicing the port in Brisbane. So we do largely anything that goes across the port, import or export. Pretty much anything. We're a full service provider, so out of gauge, containers, reefers, you name it, we do it. My history was Dad owned trucks. I grew up, I can remember being 4 and 5 years old, going with Dad. I was just mad keen, I loved them. So I was driving a truck in a quarry at 10 years of age. My brother had a couple of R models. I always had a soft spot for that tough, rugged American truck. So there's a shot of my mum and dad in front of his Volvo, which he bought new back in 1980 from a Volvo dealer down in Blacktown, New South Wales. So it was a couple of trucks. This was the one they used to drive, which is an F7 8-wheeler, which one I spent a few years driving as well over the period. That's, I think, when he first got it. Actually, he was quite proud of that. He bought that new in 1980, back when the economy wasn't so strong back then. We set up strategic partnerships effectively, and I suppose the way I see it, to get economies of scale, to get efficiency, you've got to have the same thing. So we tend to settle on what we think is the best option and buy that. So where possible, try to get those economies of scale from having large numbers. Having 50 things or 50 different things is a whole lot more difficult to manage than having 50 of the one thing, if you know what I mean. So typically, relationships with the Volvo group, with Hallmark trailers, Defco trailers, those sorts of things, where we've got ongoing good relationships. So if there's an issue, it's easy to sort. There's respect on both sides of the table. So we're not like, price is not the key. It's an important factor, but it's not the driving factor. In other words, if someone's $2,000 cheaper, then I don't really care. That's not the issue. The issue is, does it suit the strategy, and is it part of, do we have a relationship with those folks? If you're aligned with someone who's a bottom tier player whose products aren't up to scratch, you're at a competitive disadvantage. Our tagline is we're innovating for the future, and we take that seriously. We try and innovate. We always continue looking at what we do, how we do it, and saying is, we might be market leaders, but is this the best way? Because the best way to get your lunch eaten is to go to sleep and keep doing the same thing you're doing. If you do that, I'll guarantee you in 4 years' time you'll be irrelevant. People will have moved on, and so you'll run the real risk of not keeping up and not staying relevant to your customers. So if you don't innovate, you don't change, then there's only one way to go, and it's not up. It's just like a footy game. It's come to work every day and play hard, solve a bunch of problems. Try and put Humpty Dumpty back together again and continue on. It's I just enjoy getting out of bed every day, and I enjoy working and enjoy the people that I work with. If you've got a good team around you, it's fun to come to work. And play as a team, win as a team. Nothing encourages the team like success. So we like to win.